Who's the genius that decided to do an egg fast and only has 5 eggs left?
If you want to help yourself kick yourself into ketosis or kick yourself off into a weight loss journey, an egg fast is pretty cool. My energy levels are great. My hunger levels are great. The key to losing weight, guys, is to make sure you are not starving. Welcome to my 4-day egg fast results video. This is my first ever egg fast and I'm trying to figure out why did it take me this long to do an egg fast? I don't know, but here I am and I'm so glad I did it. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Daniella and I'm currently on a journey to lose 100 pounds. This is my results thus far. I started my weight loss journey off with keto. I was doing old school, OG keto where you would have 20 grams of carbs or less per day. I lost 60 pounds in a matter of about 5 months. And the goal of going on to keto was to help reverse a bunch of health ailments I had at the time. I was dealing with severe chronic pain, chronic issues with my digestive system. I was on meds for acid reflux. I was on meds for asthma because I had severe environmental allergies. And going on keto helped me cure my asthma and it helped me get me off my high dosage of mental health meds and my meds for acid reflux. So I'm a huge advocate for keto, but I should mention while I was doing keto, I was also counting calories. I count calories because I'm currently struggling with binge eating, and counting calories definitely helps me to be aware of how much food I'm consuming. But anyway, I just want to share with you my egg fast results. It is a great tool to kick yourself out of a plateau, and I actually lost this weight without doing any exercise. I'm taking a week off of working out because my body is done. I currently do home workouts. I started this weight loss journey off with home workouts and I'm taking a break. Anyway, I'm so excited to share with you my results for this video. Keep in mind, egg fasts are not a sustainable way to eat for the long term. This is just something I did to help challenge myself. If you are going to make weight loss last, you have to find a method that lasts on the long term. And for me, that's high protein, low carb, and counting calories. Find what works for you and make it happen. Anyway, let's jump into day 1 of my first ever egg fast.
Who's the genius that decided to do an egg fast and only has 5 eggs left? And I just went to the grocery store. I'll be going back because I found some cool egg recipes.
All right, it is day 1 of this egg fast. I've not eaten anything yet. I've had coffee. I don't know if coffee is going to ruin the egg fast. I've had black coffee. I gotta look over the rules. There's several different rules. I just Googled certain rules. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna go to Thomas DeLauer for some info. He's one of the guys I used to watch when I was doing keto. Who else did I used to watch? Dr. Mindy Pelz, Dr. Jason Fong, all those people there. They really helped me out. Anyway, earlier I tested my blood glucose level and I'm sitting at 4.8 millimoles per liter. I'll be only testing my glucose levels during this egg fast because number 1, I don't have any more ketone test strips. And number 2, according to Dr. Mindy Pelz and Thomas DeLauer, it's better to test the glucose levels. Dr. Mindy Pelz said that sometimes our ketone levels in our blood aren't accurate because our body is using up those ketones. They're not going to stay readily available in our blood. Our body is going to use those ketones to heal our brains, reduce inflammation, and what have you. Anyway, let's get some eggs cooking and kickstart day 1 of my first ever egg fast. Cheers. right, this is my first meal for the egg fast. I love mayo. I like mayo. That I used a low calorie mayo or light mayo, which is half the amount of fat than regular mayo. You don't have to do that. I'm a calorie counter and a macro counter. So if you're on full keto, just use the full fat. Good to go. So yeah, I will be counting calories throughout this egg fast because it's habit, but it's not necessary for you to do it if you are a keto person. I'm an in and out dabbler keto person because I work out like a crazy person and my body just needs carbs to build muscle. It's a whole science thing. Anyway, yeah, so that's that. I will share with you the macros and the calories on the side, and that is meal one. I did break the first rule of the egg fast, which is eat eggs within 30 minutes of waking up, but I'm a faster, an intermittent faster. Anyway, after I have this, I'm going to share with you the keto egg fast rules I'm following. Cheers. I'm going to share with you the egg fast rules I'm following. I wrote it down in my journal because I journal everything. It helps me clear my mind because this mind is got a lot going on in it. So put it out on paper, objectively see it, and not let thoughts distract me. So rule number one, eat at least 6 whole eggs per day. I'm going to stick to that. Rule number two, eat 1 tablespoon of fat for every egg. Number 3, eat 1 tablespoon of full fat cheese for every egg. I have not done that. I will make up for that later. Rule number 4, eat meals every 3 to 5 hours. I already do that anyway, so nothing's changed there. Rule number 5, use sweeteners with limits. Avoid sugar alcohols. So that means for the next 3 days, I cannot have my beloved Grenade protein powder or Grenade protein bar. So no more Grenade protein bars for 3 days. But I'm gonna get my sweet tooth craving in, trust, because I've got some awesome recipes lined up. So these are the recipes I have. I've got Journey with Maha's Keto Cloud Bread. So I'm gonna be making that, which is an egg bread. 2 recipe pancakes. Can't wait to make that because I'm gonna add monk fruit sweetener to it. And I'm gonna use my low calorie dressing. Oh my gosh, low calorie syrup. So I'm gonna get my sweet tooth craving in that way. It says limit sweeteners, not eliminate them. So I will be limiting them to probably a couple meals a day. We'll see. But with all these muscles I've been gaining thus far, I'm pretty sure I can get away with more. Chaffles. I learned about Chaffles while watching Incredible Shrinking Steffi. Her journey is amazing. We were introduced to each other through Sugar Junkie, who has disappeared, but I hope he comes back. So yeah, I learned about Chaffles from her, and I didn't know what they were for months. I didn't want to ask, and then I figured out they are cheese and egg waffles. Yeah. I'll be making tons of those since I've got my waffle maker. I'm so excited. So yeah, mozzarella cheese and eggs. I'm gonna use mozz. Mozz is so good with eggs, like, oh, so good. And I'm also gonna make a bunch of different types of truffles. So I'm going to make this garlic parmesan truffle. I'm gonna make a pizza truffle as well. I'll be sticking in some pepperoni in there because I got my rules, or I modified my rules from this little infographic here from this website, and I changed things a bit. So yeah, underneath the recipe list of that post, they had the pizza truffles, so why not? I'll just add it in. Anyway, I'm gonna take a nap and I'll see you at the next meal. Just a quick note on the conflicting world of keto and calorie counting. At the end of the day, both parties are saying the same thing, because the keto group, they're all about the hormones, and the calorie group, they're all about the calorie counting. But when you decrease your calories, you are triggering hormones or reducing certain hormones that cause you to put on weight. When you decrease your calories, you're actually decreasing insulin. You can sit there and eat a low calorie diet high in sugar, but does anyone really do that? It is not sustainable. If you're doing that, then I don't know how you're doing it. It's not sustainable to eat that much sugar at a low calorie. It's hard because sugar is high in calorie, and a lot of sugary stuff is mixed in with tons of fat. So anyone who normally goes into a calorie deficit, they're obviously going to be eating low calorie dense foods, and those things tend to be vegetables. They tend to be lean meats or fatty meats. Mainly lean meats, because fat has more calories, but salmon's one of them. So like at the end of the day, these two groups, they think the same. These two groups have more in common than they do. I just hate that there's a division between the two. It's weird because going into a calorie deficit will trigger all of those good hormones that keto does. So minus the beneficial hormones such as, that you don't get ketones when you're in low calories unless you're decreasing your carb intake, and ketones are not a hormone. But I digress. When I was on keto, I was counting calories, and I noticed I could not eat more than 14 to 1500 calories per day because I was so full. Currently, I'm carb cycling. I'm all over the place. I'm doing a low carb regime, but I did start my weight loss journey off with keto, as I stated earlier. So I'm a fan of both. I love doing both. I think it's important to be able to learn how to count calories, because if you can sustain keto forever, kudos to you, but I wasn't able to, and I ended up rebounding and gaining 30 pounds very quickly after being in keto. And so I learned the calorie counting thing, got back to it, and learning how to properly count calories, which I will definitely do a video on in the future. So I think it's important to learn that, especially if you're working out like a champ. Anyway, that was my little disclaimer there. Now I gotta take this nap. All right, we are on to my second meal of the day. I can't believe this is only my second meal. I just picked up my son from school, so it's about 3. Why am I not super hungry on this fast? I can work with this fast. So, I wish we had smell-o-vision, or YouTube's vision, okay, fail. The smell of these Bernadette Bay Farms pizza egg bites. They're all liquid egg bites. Like, these are so good. It's made with why can I not think of that word right now? Wow. Egg whites. They're made with egg whites, pure egg whites. These are good. I'm so glad I found these. So yummy. Now, I will tell you the total calories of this meal and the calories that I have for today thus far with 2 meals. As you see here, this is the time I'm eating. 370 calories, 12 grams of carbs, 23 grams of fat, and 32 grams of protein. Where are those carbs coming from? Who has the carbs? Unless it's adding up, that would make sense. So that is a win. It's an absolute win. Now I'm gonna dive into this, take the dog on a walk, and I'll meet you guys at my next meal. Cheers. guys, this 2-ingredient pancakes here, oh my gosh, so freaking good. Tomorrow I'm gonna make a batch and keep them in the fridge so I can just pour it and do it when I'm ready. This does not taste like eggs. It tastes like dessert. It really does. I'll leave the recipe in the description below so you guys can give it a try. I made one batch with 50 grams of egg whites or 45 grams of egg whites and 1 egg, and the other batch was made with 2 eggs and 2 ounces of cream cheese. The cream cheese definitely bring the calories up. So I'm gonna go have this. I do have some nut butter in between this. I just didn't want to put it on top because I didn't think it looked pretty, but it's so good. I'm gonna have it with a glass of Crystal Light. I had a whole pitcher of Crystal Light today, and that was about 40 calories. Yeah, I'm gonna go over my calories for the day. So total calories for the day is 1,675 calories. Macros for the day, holy crap. I haven't seen this macro chart in a while. That is what I call a keto fat bomb. Lots of fat today, lots of fat. You can do keto in a calorie deficit. You can lose weight on keto. You just gotta watch what you eat, and I'm full as heck. So 100 grams of protein, 128 grams of fat, and 29 grams of carbs. And those are not even net carbs, so I don't even know, but holy smokes. This egg fasting is fantastic. Hope I don't have food on my face. If I do, I apologize. I couldn't contain myself. I was like drinking the I was drinking the pancake mix. So I'm gonna like save that, make a big batch tomorrow morning, and I'm actually gonna use the waffle iron because I think they would make delicious, delicious waffles. Oh, so good. Tastes like dessert. Anyway, I'm gonna go dig in. I'm hungry. I'll see you guys for day 2 of my first ever egg fast. Cheers. All right, I'm taking my blood glucose level and it is 4.7 milliliters. I believe yesterday, millimoles per liter. I believe yesterday it was 4.8. I'm just gonna double check that. Yes, so yesterday my blood glucose level was 4.8. It's down to 4.7. And as Thomas DeLauer suggested when I was watching an interview with him on Greg Doucette's all about calories in, calories out. And Thomas DeLauer is a huge keto person. He's a huge low carb person. And they came together. You can bring both worlds together because at the end of the day, they both do the same thing. So no competition. So he said to focus more on the blood glucose levels, which is great because I don't have ketone test strips and I don't have time to order some from wild.ca. Hang on, I gotta throw it out. So yeah, I guess my body is working away. I'm probably in deep ketosis as things are moving along. Ooh, hello muscle. Look at that, look at that. Muscles popping, muscles popping. Oh yeah, hello. Anyway, yeah, so I'm just waiting for my breakfast to be made. I feel good. I'm currently still sipping on my Starbucks coffee. I haven't eaten anything, but this coffee is keeping me nice and steady because coffee is an appetite suppressant. And I'm so glad I took a week off working out because it gives me an opportunity to dive back into ketosis. Again, I'm doing a rotational cyclical keto kind of thing, or low carb. Generally, I'm low carb when I'm working out. I do put in high carb days because my muscle needs it. So I'm so glad I found the happy medium. I enjoy being in keto. It makes me feel good. I just feel strong and it helps me heal my body. As you guys know, or if you don't know, my earlier videos, I've done water fasting. The purpose of it is to help heal this body because I've got a lot of issues that Western medicine can't seem to figure out, which is why I dive into traditional Chinese medicine. I dive into water fasting. I dived into keto as it helped me reduce a lot of inflammation and, help heal my body. I got off tons of medications, as I said earlier on in the video, and I'm feeling good. I love the fact that when you're on an egg fast, it's so easy to meal prep. So I pretty much prepped a whole batch of cream cheese egg waffles or pancakes. You can make them into waffles, either or. And a batch of Chaffles. I will put the recipe in the description below. I got it from Wholesome Yum. I was tracking my calories as I was meal prepping, and yeah, so according to my meal prep, or I entered everything in. It's weird, I usually don't do that, entering everything in before, but according to me entering everything in, I have 1,567 calories I'll be consuming today. That will probably be increased because I'll probably have a slice of cheese, and I am going to put some light mayo with the 4 eggs I have boiling. So yeah, if you want to help yourself kick yourself into ketosis or kick yourself off into a weight loss journey, an egg fast is pretty cool. Like, my energy levels are great. My hunger levels are great. The key to losing weight, guys, is to make sure you are not starving. I make that a priority. There's so many times where I've been in a calorie deficit and I'm starving. This time around, I've learned the concept of low calorie dense foods. I know how to fill myself up with protein and all the yummy foods that help satisfy my cravings, like grenade protein bars, Quest chips, and what have you. So it feels good. Like, dieting now, it's easy, and it also helps that I have overcome my hump with binge eating. I'm still working on it. Binging is a lifelong battle. I still have to check myself. Just because I'm feeling good, I cannot neglect the work. So you always gotta stay focused, remember where you're at, remember where you are, and be aware with yourself. Connect with yourself. So many people are disconnected with themselves. When we binge, we're disconnected. When we're mindlessly roaming from day to day without any intention, without any purpose, we're disconnected to ourselves. So we gotta learn how to be connected with ourselves from within. And that means when you eat, see how food makes you feel, how certain situations make you think, how you respond to certain situations, because that gives you power. It gives you power to help you overcome these situations and create the life you want to create for yourself, whatever your goals may be. Anyway, if you have any questions about egg fasting, just drop it in the comments below. I've never done an egg fast before, but I'm very familiar with keto. Spent years. I have tons of research when it comes to keto, blood work, fasting, and all of that. So if you have any questions, drop it in the comments and I will always help you out. So anyway, I'm gonna get on with my day and I'll see you guys at my next meal. Cheers. right, we are gonna jump into the results of this egg fast video. How did I lose 7 pounds in 4 days? I'm gonna share with you before and after pictures and a before and after video. So, after completing this egg fast, I hit a new low weight of 210 pounds, bringing me to a total of 72 pounds lost on my weight loss journey. I'm so ecstatic that I no longer have to say, hi, my name is Daniella, I'm on a journey to lose 100 pounds. This is my progress thus far. I've lost 69 pounds. Like 69 pounds, that is a weird number. So I can finally say, I've lost over 70 pounds on my weight loss journey. I started at 282. Goal is to get to 182 and then set a new goal. So I'm super ecstatic. It was great going on the egg fast. I went on the egg fast while I took a week off of workouts. Balance is key on this weight loss journey. We can't be going go, go, go all the time. We can't be training harder than last time, 7 days a week. Our body needs a break. Our body needs a chance to refuel. And going on this egg fast was proof of that because I was able to lose 7 pounds after, being sore and all that for weeks of working out. So rest can be good. Sometimes the scale jumps when you rest. So make sure you're getting in those rest days. So I'm gonna share with you my calories for each day and the amount of weight I lost after each day. Day 1, I ate 1,675 calories. And after day 1, I was down 3 pounds. I started this egg fast journey at 217 pounds. Weight fluctuations happens, guys. It's normal on this journey, especially when you're on a journey to build muscle and lose weight at the same time. So I started this off at 217 pounds. I wasn't worried. I was doing the egg fast to challenge myself because I was bored. I was not working out. So after day 1, I jumped down to 214 pounds. I lost 3 pounds after the first day. Then day 2 was a repeat of day 1. I guess I ate the same things. I ate 1,675 calories to the T, and I dropped another 3 pounds. I went from 214 pounds to 211 pounds. I lost 6 pounds in 2 days and I was shocked. Day 2, I had 1,900 and about 75-ish calories, and I introduced more things. That's the day that I introduced the pizza Chaffles. I had some seaweed snacks. So I introduced things that I didn't do the previous day on day 3, and my result after that, I lost a pound. I went from 211.8 pounds to 210.8 pounds. Day 4, I jumped into it, did the same thing. I consumed 1,582 calories, and after that day, my weight stalled. So I stayed at 210 pounds. And you know what that told me? It was time to get off this egg fast, so I did. After day 4, I transitioned out of the egg fast slowly, and I'll share with you guys how I did that in the next video. Now, I'm a week out from the egg fast, and my weight has stabilized, and I'm so excited. I introduced workouts recently. I'm back to working out. For those of you who have been asking, yes, I'm still doing Caroline Girvan's Epic Endgame. I just had to take a week off to recover. Recovery is so important. We should actually be taking rest weeks or recovery weeks every 4 to 6 weeks if you're going hard. And naturally, my body tells me to do this. I was just too sore. So our culture is all about go, go, go hard, but sometimes less is more, guys. Look, we aren't designed to be going harder than last time every day of the week. We need rest. We need time to recover. We need that opportunity for our minds to recover. Just like this culture is all about create content every day or, work 50-hour weeks. No wonder in the West we are suffering from chronic illnesses, from mental health to chronic, physical illnesses, which is just a manifestation of our mental health. It's so important to have balance on this weight loss journey and take a pause. Now that I'm transitioning out of the egg fast, I'm going back to my regular regime, which is eating a high protein diet, a low carb diet, and a normal fat diet. I do carb cycle. Some days I go way over 150 and some days I go less. My goal is to stay in the 150 grams of carb range because lower carb works best for me. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the results of this egg fast video. I hope you stick around and watch me further on my journey. I'm a huge advocate of finding a lifestyle that works for you, and this is one that works for me. I love calorie counting. I love going in and out of keto. I love challenging myself with water fasts, because water fast and egg fast, I use those as tools to help heal my body, continually heal my body. So if you made it this far into the video, type in the word egg or just drop in a bunch of egg emojis, and I'll see you guys for the next video. Bye.